Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. And if it's not too complicated and if you're not too tired, subscribe. A few things I want to talk about today, especially for those that's never been here. You might find it interesting. The first thing I want to tell you, when you come, if you plan on staying for a little while, don't drive. I mean it. Do not drive. Take taxis, pedal cabs, trikes, whatever public transportation is available. For your own safety, don't drive. Get used to the environment and the traffic before you attempt to. It's a no-no. Now, a few items that you'll find. They're called biscuits. Of course, in the U.S., we think of bread that we make. I usually make buttermilk biscuits. That's what we think of. But here, it's actually junk food. Usually consists of crackers or something in that category for biscuits. Also, at your fast food restaurants that you're familiar with, like McDonald's and Kentucky Fried Chicken and Wendy's, if you happen to be in a city that has it, or any of the fast food restaurants, you'll see every meal served with rice. And Kentucky Fried Chicken, no biscuits. No biscuit. Also, it's rare to find coleslaw at the KFCs I've been to. Here's a good one. If you happen to be meeting a girl or whatever, a partner in life, you'll find out real quick they believe in faith healers. And I'll tell you why. Now, it's not all bad. No. Some of them do a decent job. And some of them will even tell you to go to the doctor. I appreciate the ones that do that. But then, they got home remedies that has some effect. That's not so bad. So don't be so negative if the person you're going to meet likes going to a faith healer. Especially if it's one that will recommend a doctor. Here's a funny one. Don't sleep with a fan blowing on you. Why? Because it'll make you pass gas. I first heard that, I just rolled over and laughed. Now also, when you go to restaurants, this is a little pet peeve of mine. I don't know what they are thinking, but a regular napkin is usually cut up into 3 little tiny napkins, if you get them. And so you're not going to get a regular napkin when you're at a restaurant. And another thing you'll notice too, you rarely see things like pepper or hot sauce. Sometimes you'll see hot sauce, but you never see stuff sitting on the table that you normally would see at most restaurants, like the ketchup bottle, the mustard bottle, salt and pepper and stuff like that. Nah, it ain't gonna happen. And here's another one you'll run across. Like I said, this is mainly for those that've never been here. A CR, or a bathroom, a restroom. You'll go in, There ain't no toilet seat. It's a raw toilet. You have to learn to hover. Then once you learn to hover, there ain't no toilet paper. I'm warning you ahead of time. You need to carry your own toilet paper with you everywhere you go, because you never know when you're going to have an emergency. There's a few items at the grocery that you'll find different. You'll not find fresh milk in the refrigerated area. Yeah, that's right. And you'll not find eggs in the refrigerated area. No, you'll find them out in the store, usually close to it, sometimes. But the milk, you'll find it on a shelf somewhere, and it's in a 1 liter container. For those not familiar with the liter, it's equivalent to a little over a quart. I think 39 ounces, if I remember correctly, something like that. Anyway, it's on the shelf, and it's the aerator. Anyway, it's treated by radiation. Tubeless tires. Now, when I first came here, that was a rare thing to see. Pretty common now. But 13 years ago, tubeless tires were rare. And you had vulcanizing shops everywhere. You still do those. But I thought that was odd when I first came here, tubeless tires. Everything was tubed. And the vulcanizing shops, they truly vulcanized the tube. I found that fascinating when I first seen it. But now there's tubeless tires, and something that wasn't available when I first came here is for the tubeless tires, a tar plug. You can pretty find those about anywhere now. But when I first came here, it was years before I seen a kit. Tubeless tar kit, tar plug. So that's something. I made some notes if you want to know what I'm doing. Oh yeah. Everybody wants a Sarasota store, a little convenience store that has basic needs, mostly junk food and soda drinks and so forth. And some will sell rice and single pack coffees and soap and shampoo, stuff like that. They're everywhere. Like I said, usually you'll see them side by side even, and you wonder how in the world can they even make it. Another thing you'll see, I don't know if it's common now, but it was uncommon for me to see, is phones that would handle 2 SIMs, and you use 2 different carriers. In the beginning, that fascinated me. And the famous words that you'll hear here is no stock. No stock. That's something you'll get used to. Items that are hard to find, and they're, especially if you're not in a major city, even there, I'd say some of these items are still hard to get. Mustard is number 1 on the list. It's something I commonly use. I order mine online because the store that used to stock it in San Carlos, it closed, and it ain't nowhere to be found. And when they did stock it, they only stock 6 bottles at a time, and I buy every one of them every time I see it, because I know it'd be forever getting restocked. Dill pickles. You'll find all kinds of sweet pickles, but you'll not find dill. And well, if you do, like I said, it'd be again in the major cities, maybe. I make my own. Now they are available online. They're rather expensive, but they are available. Here's a good one. Self-rising flour. The one that makes you lazy. I have not seen it, and I'm not even seen it online. Of course, they may be places that some of the foreigners have found it, but I've not found it. Maybe S&R. I don't do S&R because there's not one local, and it's not worth the membership for me to have to travel to Cebu once a year or whenever. I've not been to Cebu it's been about a year. So, that leaves that out. Pinto beans. Even canned pinto beans. Hard to find. I order my beans online. Dried beans is what I usually get, and cook my own. This is something that used to be pretty common to get. You know, the large white onion. I used to be able to buy them anytime. I've not seen them in over a year. And from what I gather, I think it's pretty well nationwide that it's like that. If you guys live in an area that has them, you're lucky. And not here. Celery. It's a hit and miss. I used to be able to find it, but it's been a while. I say it's been over a year since I've seen celery. This is available online, but it sells so quickly, it's a hit and miss. I've not been able to catch it in stock. Texas Pete. That's my special ingredient for my hot dog sauce I make for my chili dogs. That's what gives it the unique taste. I've found some things that are close, but still not the same. Large tomatoes. Well, the markets I've not seen. I have seen them occasionally in a grocery store, but who in the world will pay that price? I don't know. I've seen tomatoes that look like they're pretty well rotten, and they wanted like $1.50, or they want 70 pesos for a tomato. I can't do that. And here's another one that you'll find. Good beef, good cuts of beef. Very difficult. Occasionally I can find it here in St. Carlos, but it's a hit and miss. Maybe you might find it one time. It might be 6 months before you see any more that's even close to being decent cuts of beef. Sauerkraut. I make my own. I've not seen since I've been here a can of sauerkraut. Oh, and I'll tell you the last thing on my list I have found to be unusual. If you happen to be here around Christmas time and afterwards, all these Christmas trees and Christmas lights, you would think January they'd be a super sale on them. No. They'll take them down and box them up, and what's left on the shelves, they'll put them back in the warehouse and put them out next year. They won't discount them. No. Not at all. Last time I got Christmas lights, I actually ordered them online. The same brand, same light and everything. About 1/5 the price that I found in the box stores. No. They wanted 600 and 700 pesos, $12 to $15, put it that way, when I could buy them for $2 for the same brand, same lights. But that never did make sense to me. You know, why carry an inventory for a whole year? That's, you know, I always knew in business, you know, space is money. It just don't make sense to me. But, folks, hope you enjoyed. I get a laugh out of some of these items. But if you watch this far, do something for me. Subscribe. And you can like and share if you want. And thank you again.